Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Now go to the problem. Find the angle between the pair of lines given by vector r equal to 2i minus 5j plus k plus lambda of 3i plus 2j plus 6k and vector r is equal to 7i minus 6k plus me of I plus 2j plus 2k. So clearly your given lines are in vector form. So which form are these lines means given lines are of the form vector r equal to vector a1 plus lambda vector b1 and vector r equal to vector a2 plus mu vector b2 form. Mind it here. Given lines are of the form vector r equal to vector a1 plus lambda vector b1. Vector a1 this is vector a1 lambda into this is vector b1 and vector r equal to vector a2 this is vector a2 7i minus 6k plus mu of here vector b2 this is vector b2. What is this is vector a1 plus lambda of vector b1 and vector r equal to vector a2 plus mu of this is vector b2. Got it. This is vector a1 vector b1, this is vector a2 vector b2. You know that angle between two pair of lines is given by formula. We know that here angle between these two lines is given by cos theta equal to magnitude of here modulus of vector b1 dot vector b2 divided by magnitude of vector b1 into magnitude of vector b2. Cos theta equal to modulus of vector b1 dot vector b2 divided by magnitude of vector b1 magnitude of vector b2. Mind it, this is vector concept. Time being you understand how to define your dot product. Time being, yes. First here I am writing vector b1 and vector b2. Here we need vector b1 and vector b2, that's it. Vector a1 plus lambda vector b1. This is vector a1 plus lambda vector b1. I am writing vector b1 where vector b1 which is equal to 3i plus 2j plus 6k and second one vector r equal to vector a2 plus mu vector b2. Here b2 vector b2 equal to what? I plus 2j plus 2k. Vector b2 equal to I plus 2j plus 2. I am going to find here vector b1 dot vector b2 first here. Vector b1 dot vector b2 is equal to vector b1 3i plus 2j plus 6k dot vector b2 I plus 2j plus 2. So how your dot product defined means mind it multiplying corresponding I coefficient, j coefficient, k coefficient and add we get dot value. First I am multiplying I coefficient here. Here I coefficient 3 or I coefficient 1. 3 into 1 3. Next j coefficient here. J coefficient here 2. J coefficient 2 multiply 2 into 2. Here 4 plus 4. Multiplying k coefficient. Here k coefficient 6. Here k coefficient 2. 6 into 2 12 plus 12. Adding these 3 plus 4 7, 7 plus 12 19. Got it. Now I am going to find magnitude of vector b1, magnitude of vector b2 and then find theta here. So one thing mind it, vector r is equal to xi plus yj plus zk, then magnitude of vector r which is equal to square root of your x component whole square plus y component whole square plus z component whole square. Magnitude of vector r it is equal to square root of I coefficient is x component here x square, j coefficient is y component y square plus k coefficient is z component z square. Magnitude of vector r which is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. This is magnitude of vector R. Got it? Here I am going to find here magnitude of vector b1 and magnitude of vector b2. Magnitude of vector b1 equal to square root of, take first square root of, here I coefficient 3 square, plus j coefficient 2 square, plus k coefficient 6 square. Root of 3 square 9 plus 2 square 4 plus 6 square 36. 36 plus 4 40 plus 9 49. Square root of 49 is 7. Similarly, find magnitude of vector b2. Magnitude of vector b2, which is equal to square root of, here I coefficient 1 square, plus j coefficient 2 square, plus k coefficient 2 square. Root of 1 square 1 plus 2 square 4 plus 2 square 4. Root of 4 plus 4 8, 8 plus 1 9. Square root of 9 3. The angle theta between the two lines is given by cos theta is equal to modulus of vector b1 dot vector b2 divided by magnitude of vector b1 into magnitude of vector b2. Here substitute the values. b1 dot b2 value 19 divided by, here magnitude of vector b1 value 7, magnitude of vector b2 value 3. 19 divided by 7 into 3 21. Here positive means again modulus of positive. Cos theta equal to 19 by 21. So it is not standard value half like that. The cos of standard angles will not get 19 by 21. Therefore, by definition of inverse trigonometric function, we can write here theta is equal to cos inverse of 19 by 21. What is the angle between two lines means? If theta is the angle between two lines, theta is equal to cos inverse of 19 by 21. Got it? So here write only vector b1 and vector b2. Here we don't need vector a1 and vector a2. See, vector a1 plus lambda vector b1, lambda coefficient vector b1. Take vector b1. This is 3i plus 2j plus 6k. Vector r equal to vector a2 plus mu vector b2 mu coefficient. Vector b2 equal to I plus 2j plus 3k. Now find dot product of vector b1 and vector b2. Vector b1 3i plus 2j plus 6k dot vector b2 I plus 2j plus 2k. Multiplying corresponding coefficients, bind it here. First I coefficients here. Here I coefficient 1, I coefficient 3. 1 into 3, 3 you write. Next j coefficients here. J coefficient 2 here, j coefficient plus 2 here, plus 2 into plus 2 plus 4. Next k coefficients. Here k coefficient 2, k coefficient 6, 2 into 6, 12. Adding this you get 19. Find magnitude of vector b1 and magnitude of vector b2. Magnitude of vector b1, square root of 3 square plus j coefficient 2 square plus k coefficient 6 square. Simplify you get 7. Similarly, magnitude of vector b2, square root of I coefficient 1 square plus j coefficient 2 square, k coefficient 2 square. Simplify you get 3. We know that the angle theta between the two lines is given by formula cos theta equal to here modulus of vector b1 dot vector b2 divided by magnitude of vector b1 into magnitude of vector b2. Vector b1 dot vector b2 value 19 divided by magnitude of vector b1 value 7, magnitude of vector b2 value 3. 19 by 7 into 3, 21. So modulus value here positive 19 by 21. Then theta equal to cos inverse of 19 by 21 according to the definition of inverse trigonometric function. Got it? Now I am going to next one, 14th problem. So very easy problems. So here understand how to define dot product and how to write method of vector value. Fourteenth problem. Find the angle between the pair of lines given by vector r, which is equal to 3i plus j minus 2k plus lambda of I minus j minus 2k, and vector r equal to 2i minus j minus 56k plus mu of 3i minus 5j minus 4. Find the angle between the pair of lines given by. Similar to last problem, given lines which are of the form here. Given lines are of the form. Vector r equal to vector a1 plus lambda vector b1 and vector r, which is equal to vector a2 plus mu vector b2. First one, vector r equal to vector a1. This is vector a1 plus lambda vector b1, and second one, vector r equal to vector a2. This is vector a2 plus mu vector b2. This is vector b2 form. We are going to find angle between two lines. Therefore, write first vector b1 and vector b2. Here vector b1, lambda coefficient vector b1, where vector b1, which is equal to I minus j minus 2k, and vector b2, mu coefficient vector b2, 3i minus 5j minus 4k. Vector b2, which is equal to 3i minus 5j minus 4. First find dot product of these two, vector b1 and vector b2. Vector b1 dot vector b2, vector b1 I minus j minus 2k dot vector b2 3i minus 5j minus 4. So dot means multiplying corresponding I coefficients, j coefficients, k coefficient, and add, we get dot value. Very easy one, mind it. First I am multiplying I coefficient. Here I coefficient 1, here I coefficient 3. 1 into 3, 3. Next j coefficient. Here j coefficient, here we have minus 1. Here j coefficient minus 5. Directly I am multiplying. Minus 1 into minus 5. Minus 1 into minus 5 plus 5. Next multiplying k coefficients here. K coefficient minus 2, here k coefficient minus 4. Minus 2 into minus 4. Minus into minus plus 2 into 4, 8. 3 plus 5, 8 plus 8, 16. Vector b1 dot vector b2. Now I am going to find method of vector b1. Suppose vector r equal to xi plus yj plus zk. Then method of vector r is given by square root of I coefficient whole square x square plus j coefficient whole square y square plus k coefficient whole square z square. Mind it. Here method of vector b1, this is here vector b1, square root of this is vector b1, method of vector b1. I am defining here. I coefficient here 1 square, put plus, j coefficient minus 1 whole square, put plus, next k coefficient minus 2 whole square, like this. Following, I coefficient 1 square plus j coefficient minus 1 whole square plus k coefficient minus 2 whole square, which is equal to square root of 1 square 1 plus minus 1 whole square 1 plus minus 2 whole square, minus square plus 2 square 4. This is root of 6. Now find method of vector b2, which is equal to square root of vector b2 equal to 3i minus 5j minus 4k. Method of vector b2, I coefficient 3, 3 square, put plus j coefficient minus 5 whole square, plus k coefficient minus 4 whole square, which is equal to square root of 3 square 9 plus minus square plus 5 square 25 plus minus 4 whole square plus 4 square 16, which is equal to root of 25 plus 9 34, 34 plus 16 50. Now I am writing formula. The angle theta between the two lines is given by cos theta equal to modulus of vector b1 dot vector b2 divided by magnitude of vector b1 into magnitude of vector b2. Vector b1 dot vector b2 value 16 divided by magnitude of vector b1 root 6, magnitude of vector b2 root 50. 16 divided by root of here. Root 6 into root 50, 6 into 50. 6 5 is 30, 300. The modulus means positive. 16 divided by root of 300 I am writing 100 into 3. If this is positive means remove modulus here. The root of 100 here. 16 by root of 100 is 10. Into root 3 as it is. Root of 110 into square root of 3. 2 8s are 2 5s are. 8 divided by 5 root 3. This is cos theta. We have to find your angle theta value. Then theta equal to, by definition of inverse function, cos inverse of 8 by 5 root 3. Theta, this is theta equal to cos inverse of 8 by 5 root 3. This is the angle between two lines. 40. Similar problem I am giving for homework. Same type problem. Fifteenth problem. Note down. Home assignment problem. Find the angle between the pair of lines given by vector r, which is equal to 3i plus 2j minus 4k plus lambda of I plus 2j plus 2k and vector r, which is equal to 5i minus 2j plus mu of 3i plus 2j plus 6. Find the angle between the pair of lines given by, find it. Take this for home assignment. Vector r equal to 3i plus 2j minus 4k plus lambda of I plus 2j plus 2k and vector r equal to 5i minus 2j plus mu of 3i plus 2j plus 6k. We have to find angle between two lines. So now I am going to next one. 16th problem. Find the angle between the pair of lines given by x minus 2 by 2, which is equal to y minus 1 by 5, which is equal to z plus 3 by minus 3, and x plus 2 by minus 1, which is equal to y minus 4 by 8, which is equal to z minus 5 by 4. So here we have equation of a lines in Cartesian form. You have to find angle between two lines. So we know that A1, B1, C1 are the direction ratios of the first line. A2, B2, C2 are the direction ratios of the second line. Then I suppose angle theta between two lines. Then what is cos theta? Cos theta equal to modulus of A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 divided by square root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into square root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Formula this is. Here given lines which are of the form, standard form, Cartesian forms. Form. First line x minus x1 by a1 which is equal to y minus y1 by b1 which is equal to z minus z1 by c1, and second line x minus x2 by a2 which is equal to y minus y2 by b2 which is equal to z minus z2 by c2. Standard is first to verify given lines are in standard form or not. Okay, x minus x1, x minus 2 by here a1 here 2, y minus here y1 by here b1, z minus you can write plus minus into minus, no problem, by c1. Here no problem. X minus means here plus you can write minus into minus plus 2 by minus 1, y minus y2 by b2, z minus z2 by c2. Got it. First here we shall write direction ratios of two lines. What are the direction ratios of first line means denominator values a1, b1, c1 are the direction ratios of the first line. Next here a2, b2, c2 are the direction ratios of the second line. Got it. Comparing here given lines and standard form, write a1, b1 where a1 equal to what here? a1 equal to 2, b1 equal to 5, c1 equal to minus 3. That's it. a1 is equal to 2, b1 which is equal to 5, c1 which is equal to minus 3. And comparing the second equation with the second standard equation, denominator values here, a2 value minus 1, b2 value 8, c2 value 4. a2 equal to minus 1, b2 is equal to 8, c2 is equal to 4. Correct. So formula, the angle theta between two lines is given by formula cos theta modulus of a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 divided by square root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into square root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Modulus of a1 into a2, a1 value 2, substitute a2 value minus 1 plus b1 into b2, b1 equal to 5, b2 equal to 8 plus c1 value minus 3, c2 value 4 divided by root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square, a1 equal to 2 square plus b1 here, b1 5 square, c1 equal to minus 3 whole square into square root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square, a2 value minus 1 whole square plus b2 value 8 square plus c2 value 4 square. Simplify this. Modulus of 2 into minus 1 minus 2 plus 5 into 8 40 plus into minus 3 into 4 12 divided by root of 2 square 4 plus 5 square 25 plus minus square plus 3 square 9 into minus 1 whole square 1 plus 8 square 64 plus 4 square 60. Modulus of here minus 2 minus 12 minus 14 plus 40 is 26 divided by root of here 25 plus 4, 29 plus 9, 38 into square root of 64 plus 16, 80, 80 plus 1, 81. 81. Here modulus of here 26 is 26. Root of 81, 9. It has perfect square here. Into root 38, take as it is. These two numbers dissolved by not same number, not dissolved by any number. So therefore take as it is. Here we will LHS cos theta equal to 26 by 9 into root of 38. Then theta equal to, by definition of inverse cos inverse function, theta which is equal to cos inverse of, taking cos right side, it becomes cos inverse of right side value as it is 26 divided by 9 root of 38. Got it. Very easy problem. Go to next one. Seventeenth problem. Find the angle between the pair of lines given by x by 2 which is equal to y by 2 which is equal to z by 1 and x minus 5 by 4 which is equal to y minus 2 by 1 which is equal to z minus 3 by 8. Find the angle between the pair of lines. Here given two lines are in Cartesian form. Comparing this with standard equation, write direction ratios of two lines and find angle between two lines. So given lines are of the form. First one, x minus x1 by a1 which is equal to y minus y1 by b1 which is equal to z minus z1 by c1, and second standard equation, x minus x2 by a2 which is equal to y minus y2 by b2 which is equal to z minus z2 by c2. Where, so mind it, x minus x1 by a1, x minus your x1 value 0 by a1, y minus y1 value 0 divided by b1 which is equal to z minus z1 value 0 by c1, and second one x minus x2 by a2 which is equal to y minus y2 by b2 which is equal to z minus z2 by c2. We have to write direction ratios. a1, b1, c1 are the direction ratios of the first line. a2, b2, c2 are the direction ratios of the second line. Comparing here given lines with the standard equation, denominator a1 equal to b1 equal to c1 equal to 1, a1 equal to 2, b1 which is equal to 2, c1 which is equal to 1. And comparing a second equation with the second standard equation, a2 is equal to 4, b2 is equal to 1, c2 is equal to 8. Got it. The angle theta between two lines is given by same formula, cos theta equal to modulus of a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 divided by square root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into square root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. a1 into a2, a1 equal to a2 value 4 plus b1 into b2, b1 equal to 2, b2 value 1 plus c1 equal to 1, c2 value 8 divided by root of a1 square, a1 equal to 2 square, b1 equal to 2, b1 square, c1 equal to 1 square into root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. a2 equal to 4 square plus b2 equal to 1 square plus c2 equal to 8 square. 2 into 4 8 plus 2 into 1 2 plus 1 into 8 divided by root of 2 square 4 plus 2 square 4 plus 1 square 1 into square root of 4 square 16 plus 1 square 1 plus 8 square 64. So next step, modulus of 8 plus 2 10 plus 8 18 divided by root of here 4 plus 4 8 plus 1 9 root of 9 into root of 16 plus 1 17 plus 64 81. Modulus of 18 positive plus 18 divided by root of 9 is 3, root of 81 9. 9 ones are 9 twos are 2 by 3. Cos theta equal to 2 by 3. 2 by 3 lies between minus 1 and plus 1. Therefore, by definition of inverse function, theta which is equal to cos inverse of 2 by 3. Theta which is equal to cos inverse of 2 by 3. This is the angle between two lines. Got it. Next same type problem I am giving for home assignment. 18th problem. Find the angle between the pair of lines given by x plus 3 by 3 which is equal to y minus 1 by 5 which is equal to z plus 3 by 4 and x plus 1 by 1 which is equal to y minus 4 by 1 which is equal to z minus 5 by 2. And the angle between the lines x plus 3 by 3 which is equal to y minus 1 by 5 which is equal to z plus 3 by 4 and x plus 1 by 1 which is equal to y minus 4 by 1 which is equal to z minus 5 by 2. Similar to last one. I'm going to next one, 19th problem. Find the values of P. Find the values of P so that the lines so that the lines 1 minus x by 3 which is equal to 7y minus 14 by 2p which is equal to z minus 3 by 2 and 7 minus 7x divided by 3p which is equal to y minus 5 by 1 which is equal to 6 minus z by 5 are at right angles. So are at right angles means here find the values of p so that not show that so that the lines means the given two lines are perpendicular. Given two lines are perpendicular, one condition we know that, mind it, two lines with direction ratios a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2 are perpendicular. Then what is the condition means here? You know that a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 is equal to 0 because when two lines are perpendicular means theta equal to 90 degree, then cos 90 degree value 0. So we get a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 equal to 0. Mind it. First write direction ratios of first and second line. Before that, very important, we have to verify given lines are in standard form or not. Standard form is here. Standard form is x minus x1, but here we have 1 minus x, very important. Y minus y1, in standard form y coefficient is 1, but here y coefficient 7. Mind it, standard one, x minus like this, x minus x1 by a1, which is equal to y minus y1 by b1, which is equal to z minus z1 by c1. Got it here. First I am going to write these lines in standard form and write direction ratios, very important. Don't write directly because given lines are not in this form, x minus x1 by a1. Therefore here, in the first one I am taking here given lines directly, I am taking minus common because here first here x means here I am taking minus common. Here minus common means remaining is plus x. Here in minus common means plus 1, remaining minus 1 divided by denominator 3 as it is. I am taking. Next here, y coefficient here 1, but here y coefficient 7. Therefore, I am taking here 7 as a common factor. 7 common factor means 7 ones are minus 7 twos are divided by denominator 2p. Next, third one, plus standard form z minus z1. Take as it is, z minus 3 by 2. And second one also, here x coefficient here, x minus x2 by a2. Equal to y minus y2 by b2, which is equal to z minus z2 by c2. Very important. But here x coefficient minus 7, the standard form x coefficient 1. Therefore, here I am taking minus 7 as a common factor here in numerator. Minus 7 common factor, remaining here plus x, total minus 7 common, remaining plus x. Here minus here common means in plus, remaining minus, 7 common, remaining 1. Divided by denominator is 3p. Second one, which is in standard form, y minus y2 like y minus 5 by 1, take as it is. Next here we have z coefficient minus, but in standard form z coefficient plus 1. Therefore here I am taking minus common factor, minus common, remaining plus z. Here in plus minus common, remaining minus 6 divided by 5. Therefore here x minus x1 by a1, x coefficient negative, therefore I am taking a negative to the denominator. X minus 1 by, here minus to the numerator, minus 3. Standard form, here y minus 2 divided by here. I am taking 7 to the denominator here. Because y minus y1 by b1, 7 to the denominator means it goes to denominator. 2p divided by 7. As it is, z minus 3 by 2. And x minus 1 by, I am taking minus 7 to the denominator. It goes to denominator. 3p by minus 7. 3p by minus 7. Which is equal to y minus 5 by 1. Which is equal to, you are taking minus to the denominator. Z minus 6 by minus 5. Got it. Now compare this with comparing given equations with standard equations. X minus x1 by a1, which is equal to y minus y1 by b1, which is equal to z minus z1 by c1, and x minus x2 by a2, which is equal to y minus y2 by b2, which is equal to z minus z2 by c2. Comparing these equations with, correct, here lies standard form x minus x1 by a1, y minus 1 by b1, z minus z1 by c1, and second one also standard form x minus x2 by a2, which is equal to y minus y2 by b2, which is equal to z minus z2 by c2. Therefore here what are the direction ratios means, this one in standard form is a denominator. a1, b1, c1 are the direction ratios, where here a1 equal to what, minus 3, b1 equal to what, 2p by 7, c1 equal to what, 2, and this line which is in standard form, therefore denominator are the direction ratios. Here a2 equal to minus 3p by 7, b2 which is equal to 1, c2 which is equal to minus 5. Got it. Here given that two lines are at right angle means two lines are perpendicular. Since two lines are perpendicular, means what is the condition? a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2, which is equal to 0. a1 into a2, a1 equal to minus 3, a2 equal to what, minus 3p by 7, plus b1 equal to what, 2p by 7, b2 equal to what, 1, plus c1 into c2, c1 equal to 2 and c2 equal to minus 5, which is equal to 0. Here we shall find the p value. Here minus into minus plus 3 into 3p. 3 into 3, 9p by 7 plus 2p by 7. 2 into minus 5 minus 10, which is equal to 0. 9p by 7 plus 2p by 7 minus 10 taking right side become plus 10. Correct here. Then clearly on left side 7 is the LCM. 9p plus 2p is equal to 10. 9p plus 2p, 11p by 7, which is equal to 10. By cross multiplication, 11p equal to 7 into 10, 70. Then p equal to what? 70 by 11. P equal to 70 by 11. So got it. This is the value of P. Mind it. First express given line in standard form and write direction ratios of two lines. Mind it. Condition: two lines are perpendicular. A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is equal to 0. Substitute the value, simplify. We get P value 70 by 11. Got it? So next, twentieth problem. Show that the lines x minus 5 by 7, which is equal to y plus 2 by minus 5, which is equal to z by 1, and x by 1, which is equal to y by 2, which is equal to z by 3, are perpendicular to each other. Show that the lines first line and second line are perpendicular to each other means last problem you have seen. Prove that your condition means here we have to prove that A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 which is equal to 0. We have to prove that. Then we say that two lines are perpendicular. Got it? So clearly first line standard form x minus x1 by A1 which is equal to y minus y1 by B1 which is equal to z minus z1 by C1. Second one is also standard form x minus x2 by x2 value 0 by A2, y minus y2 by B2 which is equal to z minus z2 by C2. Clearly given two lines are in standard form, therefore write directly. So your direction ratios of first line are denominator A1 equal to 7, B1 equal to minus 5, C1 equal to 1. Direction ratios of first line are 7 minus 5, 1. And direction ratios of second line are 1, 2, 3, A2 equal to 1, B2 equal to 2, C2 equal to 3.